Hello, this is AnlineOffline. Welcome back to another casual's quick guide to Call of Duty Mobile. For today's video, we'll be covering the Krig 6. Introduced in COD Mobile's 3rd anniversary, the Krig 6 is a fully automatic assault rifle from Black Ops Cold War. It's based on the AK-5 Swedish standard service rifle, which is a variant of the Belgian FNC. FN, who previously developed the FAL for much of NATO, was back to the drawing boards in search of a new rifle chambered in an intermediate cartridge. The Carabine Automatic Légère, or CAL, was a commercial flop. It was complex to assemble and expensive for what was essentially a scaled-down FAL chambered in 5.56. This rejection prompted them to create the Fabrique Nationale Carabine, or FNC. Surprisingly, the first nation to adopt the FNC was Indonesia. A license was purchased by PT Pindad Persero to produce their own native SS1 and SS2 rifles, which they continue to use till today. Although not a NATO member yet, the Swedish were no strangers to using weapons of its member states. Their previous AK-4 was a variant of the G3 by Heckler & Koch. After years of testing, the Swedish accepted the FNC, and a license was purchased by FFV Carl Gustaf to modify the FNC into the AK-5, which was more suited for subarctic climates. And of course, the Belgian military would use the FNC themselves, but as of the modern era, it's currently being replaced in favor of the FN SCAR. Base damage per shot is moderate, killing 4 shots at first, but the drop-off is minimal as it becomes a 5-shot kill at mid-range and beyond. The fire rate is relatively moderate at 652 rounds per minute. The chest deals 1.2 times damage, but its consistency is limited by being covered by the arms. What's more impressive is that it deals 50% extra damage to the head. With a single headshot, you can achieve a very fast 3-shot kill within its initial range of 17 meters. You can also extend its 4-shot kill range up until 40 meters with a single headshot. And that's all assuming no range attachments. The only limitation of its potential time to kill is the fact that the Krig is one of the few weapons in mobile to use bullet velocity in multiplayer. Even then, it travels much faster than any of them at 1100 meters per second, which is almost Hitscan. Moving on to accuracy, the Krig's bloom is better than average and is on par with such weapons as the Kilo 1-for-1, AK-47, and Peacekeeper. True to its Cold War counterpart, the recoil is very low, even with the Taskforce Barrel. Its hipfire performance is slightly better than average for the AR class. The only real flaw of the Krig is its iron sights. It's usable for close and mid-ranges, but not ideal for long ranges. Given its already good accuracy, optical attachments are acceptable. In terms of mobility, the Krig is mostly average for the AR class. Slightly faster than average in terms of ADS time, slower than average in sprint speed. The swap times are pretty fast, but is made to feel even faster with its animation. And lastly, the reload time and reload cancels are exceptionally fast, even with larger magazines. I know I don't usually cover new weapons as they're liable to change, but it's clear that the Krig 6 is currently the best weapon in the game. It's the most versatile. I think it's overpowered, which is something I don't say very often. In Black Ops Cold War, the Krig is a low recoil, slow killing weapon that rewarded headshots. In mobile, this is still true and maintains the same fire rate, but it takes fewer shots to kill, and the time to kill is much more competitive, especially with the much faster bullet velocity. I don't usually advocate for nerfs, but in this case I'll have to make an exception. First things first, I suggest reducing the muzzle velocity to 800 meters per second, which is in between the Odin and M13. And second, I think its initial range should be shortened to 10 meters. This won't affect its overall 4-shot consistency, but will give its 3-shot potential the same range as aggressive SMGs. With these changes, the Krig will still be a top-tier weapon. It just won't be so dominant, because I don't believe in nerfing weapons into oblivion. But hey, that's just my opinion. This has been a Casual's Quick Guide. Feel free to suggest what weapons you want to see covered next. My name is On, and I'm off.